Hey, folks, I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's your host, James. Today's episode is sponsored by RERAW's new Lead Drops program. If you're tired of buying leads for your business and would rather learn the secrets about how to actually generate leads for yourself, this program is absolutely for you. You can visit leaddrops.com and get started today. There's no setup fees, there's no contracts, and most importantly, there is absolutely nobody selling you leads. Lead Drops presents and teaches you a new lead generation strategy each month, every month, for as long as you're a member. That's right. Teaches you a lead generation strategy that you can deploy for your own business so that you understand how to actually get leads, how to actually take control, and how to actually have the freedom to turn that faucet on and off whenever you want. And what's better, the program is affordable for every single agent out there. Again, no setup fees, no contracts, and $20 a month investment gets you what you need to actually learn how to generate leads for yourself. So stop waiting. Head over to leaddrops.com. That's leaddrops.com and get started today. One more time, that's leaddrops.com.
Looking to take you and your real estate business to the next level? You're in the right place. Laying foundations for real estate success? This is the No Fluff, No BS podcast about real estate for real estate agents and other industry professionals looking to up their game. Unfiltered short-form sales meetings, interviews with agents from every walk of life, and ramble sessions about everything real estate. Welcome to a new mindset. You are listening to RERAW. And now, introducing your host, James Hoff.
Well, top of the morning to you. Welcome to today's sales meeting. So great to have you here. I'm always pumped up to get in front of you, to get in your face, and to talk about real stuff in a raw format with no filter so we can just get shit done together. Before we hop into our topic for the day, before we hop into the subject matter about how your customer reviews don't matter, we got to break out the journals. So make sure you do that. Let's get our journals open. Let's check out what we got going on this upcoming week, what we got going on today. I'm not excused from the exercise either. In fact, every single day I come into my journal, my gosh, I always have it right to the page, right? I got my little placeholder here, but you can see I've got notes. Well, I guess you can see. It depends. If you're listening, then maybe you can't see. But if you're on one of the video formats here, then maybe you can. But I've got notes in here every single day. I've got my checklist. I've got my to-dos. So make sure that you are constantly evaluating how your business is doing, how you did this past week. Be honest with yourself. You don't have to kick yourself in the pants if you had a rough week. That's fine. This is more of an opportunity for you just to reflect on the efficiency and the effort put in, and reflect on whether you were actually committed to working the strategy that you put in place last week. And if something got in your way, figure out if it's something you had control over or something you kind of just had to roll with and deal with, and use that as an opportunity to learn, right? If you didn't deploy the strategy or didn't put the effort in last week, then figure out, like, if it's just not something you're excited about, if it's not something you like, if it doesn't fit your personality, but be honest about whether or not the strategy was not working or if you just weren't working the strategy. Once you're done with that, write out what's going on this upcoming week. We put the past behind us, but we learn from it, and then we move on to all kinds of greatness so that we can keep generating business, keep our mindset in a positive place, eyes forward, chest up, and get ready to get dirty. Walk straight. That's the direction we're going today. Today, we're going to talk about, once you're done with that, today we're going to talk about, what are we going to talk about? Well, I'm getting notices. I'm getting all these things. I thought I turned my phone off, but nope, people are still blowing me up. There we go. It's put aside. Today, we're going to talk about why your customer reviews are not important. And I want to add some clarity to that, because if you read the title of this episode, it probably means that it doesn't seem as though I care about customer reviews. Now, customer reviews are important if used properly. And they are important in the sense that we want to deliver positive experiences for folks. but they're not as important as something else. And that's what we're going to talk about today. They're not as important as something else. And I'm going to do this. Let's do this backwards. I'm switching up my own agenda. I've got my talking points here that I want to cover today, but I'm gonna kind of I never go off of a script. I usually have a few notes, but if you'll indulge, I'm gonna go fully rogue today and just kind of blabber a little bit, because I think we're gonna get probably a little deeper on this subject matter if I just give myself that freedom. So first and foremost, customer reviews are important if and only if you're actually going to use them. Okay. Customer reviews are not important if they're the only reviews that you're getting in your life, the only feedback that you're getting in your life. I'll add some clarity to that shortly, but I want to talk about first how you go about getting your customer reviews is up to you. You can ask for them to go to a specific platform, a specific website, and create accounts and do reviews. You can ask them to send you video testimony, which is my personal favorite. You can ask them to fill out a survey. You can send them a letter after the fact and put a pre-stamped envelope in there and a coffee card and have them mail something back to you. You can shoot them an email, all kinds of stuff, right? There's a million different ways that you can do it. But it's important to understand that if you're getting customer feedback and you're not actually driving traffic to the places that have the customer feedback on it, then it's not really going to serve you all that well. And even better, if you're getting that customer feedback and putting it and publishing it on a website that you don't have control over, then the only way for your people, for your sphere, and for the traffic that you're going to drive to that site to see it, they're going to have to go somewhere that you don't have control over and put themselves in front of, voluntarily by you, other potential realtors. So if you're asking people to fill out reviews and do all this stuff on other platforms, that's great. I know some of the websites give you tremendous exposure in the sense that they have a lot of traffic. But isn't it better just to tell people where to come and find you? Couldn't we just be more specific with our marketing and with our message and get people onto our own page, onto our own landing pages, onto our own funnels pages, onto our own lead pages, onto our own website, whatever it may be, right? But let's be more specific. Let's get people where we want them to be and tell them, if they want to learn more about us, that this is where you do it. Everyone says, oh, well, they're going to Google you and they're going to look you up on social media. They will. They absolutely will. But they mostly will do that if they're not getting the information they want from you already. See, if people feel like they're not getting authenticity, they're not getting genuine reviews, genuine feedback, they're going to go search for it in other places. But if you send them to a place that has the information they're looking for and they feel that it was delivered in a human, genuine, legit way, they ain't going anywhere. But let me tell you why customer reviews don't matter. And this one hit me. I was actually talking to my coach, one of my coaches, who has just become a dear, dear friend. And Stacy, if you ever find your way to this episode, because I'm not going to shove it in your face just so I can tell you I gave you a shout out here. But Stacy, if you ever listen to this episode, I want you to know that I really appreciate the opportunity to have this dialogue, this discussion with you. And let me give you guys some background on this. I was talking to Stacy a while back, and I had said, we were talking about testimony and reviews and all that, right? And I said, something just hit me. She goes, what's that? And I said, I think that I'm getting reviews and feedback from the wrong places. And she goes, well, you have to get it from the people that are following you, from the people that are consuming your product, using your stuff, getting your coaching, like all that stuff matters, right? The people who are getting their houses sold by you, that are using other products, that are using your wife's transaction business. These are all the different things. You got to get feedback from all those customers. And I looked at her and I said, you're right. But I wonder if my kids would give me as good a review as my customers. Guys, my kids aren't buying houses from me. But I accept feedback so often from others with respect to business. And I forget sometimes that I get feedback from my wife. I get feedback from my kids. And that's the feedback. Those are the reviews that matter the most, because those are the ones that allow us and help us set the boundaries we need to have for our business. You catching me? If something in your personal life is painful, then adjustments in your business might need to be made. Reviews of your business, reviews of where you spend your time and who you're giving attention to. See, customer reviews don't matter if you don't send the traffic to where those reviews exist, but customer reviews don't matter if it comes at the expense of a great review from your family. If you think I'm still talking about business, then stop and pause. This is about your life. Guys, I don't know about you, but for a while I was all about like I'm a workaholic and I do all this and I work like 8 days a week and like, I work 700 days a year and blah, 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 whatever it is. Guys, we work so hard so that we can provide. For some of us, that means we want to make 8 figures a year. For others, it means we want to make $8 a year. It doesn't matter. I'm not here to define what success or failure is or should be to you. But I want you to understand, and I need you to understand, and you need you to understand, and your family needs you to understand. If the only feedback and reviews that you care about are your customers, then you need to pause. Listen to, like, I had to really listen. My kids were, my kids go, Daddy, are you going to be home today? Daddy, can we go on that bike ride? Daddy, can we do this? Daddy, can we do that? Daddy, I want to read a book with you. Daddy, can we watch a show? Daddy, can we go on a walk? Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. Guys, you have to pay attention to those cues. My kids were starving for time, and I needed to make myself more available and be present with them, right? That's the review of my fatherhood, the reviews from my wife about how supportive I am as a spouse, not just as a business partner, as her husband. The reviews we need to care about the most, and the only reviews that truly, truly matter, are the ones that come from your kids, your spouse, your partner. Now, I want to add one more layer of clarity to this. What I'm not saying is that all of these people, your parents, have to agree with everything you're doing, and everybody has to believe in your mission, and everybody has to whatever. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you think that you're providing certain things because of how much or little you work or how much or little money you take home. But how much is that really worth to the people that you're providing for? Look, if you're single, if you're a bachelor, playing your game and you don't have a lot of people in your life, or that's fine. Think about what you're working towards and what you want your life to be. And if somebody's involved in that, and find someone who can be an accountability partner to you. Make sure that you are injecting healthy lifestyle behind your business so that you can actually create something worth keeping after you're gone. Guys, this one hit home for me really, really big, and it was a super light bulb moment. And it didn't mean that all of a sudden I was like only working like 8-hour days. No, what it meant is I was more deliberate and specific about blocking my time. And it meant that I actually needed to use these God-given ears that I have and start listening to the feedback that I'm getting from those who love me. Not feedback about, I believe in your business or your message, or you need to change the way you sell. But the feedback I was getting about, I need you to be more present with me. I need you here, time, quality with me, right? When you start feeling that pain, right? When you start getting feedback or reviews from your family, from those that you love and care about and are working hard to provide for, and that feedback, those reviews aren't what you want, then stop focusing as much on the customer reviews and focus a little more on those family reviews and values and feedback and relationships. Realign yourself, and then you can set fair and appropriate expectations for your customers and still seek really good, positive, amazing reviews. So what have we learned today? Simple. The customer reviews don't matter if you don't actually drive traffic to where those reviews live. The customer reviews don't matter if the reviews you're getting from those who love you are not positive. Make sure you understand that comment is not being made from a business perspective. It's not, oh, if my family doesn't like the way I sell houses, oh, if my mom or dad or mother-in-law or father-in-law or brother or sister or aunt or uncle or whoever doesn't use me as the real estate agent, that's the feedback. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Your customer reviews don't matter if the people that you're working so hard to provide for are not giving you positive reviews about the way that you show up in their life. Do not sacrifice what you are working so hard for by working so hard. Does that make sense? Sometimes this idea of entrepreneurship or this idea of being an independent contractor or self-employed feels so freeing because we can make all these decisions, but then we trap ourselves into a work and we just work till we die. And that just sounds miserable. So go after those customer reviews. They matter, but they only matter if you drive traffic to them. They only matter if you think that they matter to put out there to others. I don't rely on customer reviews in my real estate business to make everything perfect and work and all that. That's not how it goes. But none of those customer reviews matter if those customer reviews came at the expense of the relationships I have with those that I'm working so hard for, that I'm trying so hard to provide for, right? So make sure you get that in alignment. This week is a little bit more of a personal message in our sales meeting, but I hope, I pray, and I send nothing but good vibes out to you. I want to make sure that you receive this message and that you take it to heart. Remember something, real agents work. You absolutely must be one of them. But real agents also get feedback from their family and from those that they're working for and working to provide for, working to be with, working to create a positive life and freedom with. Accept their feedback. Okay? All right. Man, get a little sentimental there today. I like it. Guys, don't forget to head over to leaddrops.com. One of the beauties about the way this program is set up is it's designed to teach you what you need to know so that you can turn lead generation on and off. And you don't have to commit to like, oh, I'm going on vacation, but I just bought like 87 leads and they'll be dead by the time I get back, right? No, you need to understand how to generate your own leads. So cruise over to leaddrops.com. It's leaddrops.com. I'm sure it's somewhere here on a video. It's going to be in the comments somewhere or in the description of this episode. If you're listening on a podcast platform, that's great. But guys, just check it out. Learn how to generate leads, and you, my friends, will have total freedom in your business. I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you for adding value to my life. Thank you just for your participation and for being here. And if you are an active real estate agent, you are licensed, not pre-licensed, but you're a licensed realtor, and you would like to join my real estate agent only Facebook group, you can head to RERAW.com/FB. It's totally free. Gives you some extra access to me if you just got to see this beautiful face or just be around my aura. We'll see you over there, all right? Have a kick-ass week. Real agents work. Be one of them. I sure know I am. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.